Hello, my name is Nikki, Nikki. Jade had made me aware of this new project of disclosure that we're doing, or video diaries, or whatever the hell. Um, and I thought it would be perfect for the type of therapy that I've been working on, which is talk therapy. Um, So instead of sharing menial details, first off, how about I tell you more in depth facts for true understanding of my creation? I was created as I am, a ghost, in 2007. I would always do my best to be good, to stay silent, to avoid bathrooms, especially at all costs. The reason for the excessive avoidance was that my biological father, ironically named Lucas, would always go in with me, including into the stall itself. I didn't want anything more to happen like that, so when he took us to Disneyland, out of some reason I can't really fathom, um, I refused to go at all for as long as I possibly could, which means I had to do that so often and for so long. I eventually developed a bladder infection at one point because of it. But I digress. When I couldn't hold it anymore and had an accident in my pants, he forced me to walk a mile and a half to 2 miles back to the hotel with less than zero sympathy, kindness, or understanding. I was 6, and he treated me with abuse as if I had the accident on purpose to ruin everything. I still feel kind of guilty for that. I know I shouldn't, but that's just how I am. I was a nuisance to everyone: my biological dad, his abusive new wife, and even my brother, because that's what he learned from them. Um, that's what he kept saying, making sure it was burned into my mind over and over and over and over. You are completely worthless. I don't even know why I should have to deal with you of all things. I was an it was it was an accident. I swear it was an accident. I didn't want to be alone with him again. That was the only reason. And then when we both got back to the correct room, he shoved me and forced me into the bathroom. I was petrified, to say the least. He forced me to scrub the soiled clothes in way too hot of water that burned very much so. Um, when I went to grab more soap when I was working as quickly as I could manage, it wasn't good enough. So when I went to grab the soap, he grabbed it before I could reach it, and he dumped the entire bottle all over me, saying that I was a filthy mistake. It got on my clothes, in my hair, my eyes, and even in my nose and mouth. Then, and for understanding's sake, it wasn't shampoo, it wasn't conditioner, it was liquid dish soap. So before I had the chance to even react or find my voice, he slammed me into the tub half full and held me there face down. The only thing on my mind was that I was dying. I was actually inarguably dying, and he didn't care in the slightest. Unlike in dramatic scenes on television and in books, when you drown, you don't actually inhale until right before you black out. The instinct not to let any water in is so strong that you won't even open your mouth until you feel like your head is literally exploding. Then, when you finally do let in an involuntary breath, that's when it stops hurting, but only slightly. From that experience, I, Nikki, manifested in the way that I do. The body may have been alive and working, but that was just the physical aspect. I embody that moment of death, hence my ghostly state of being, I guess. I am the death that had occurred. My existence embodies the lethal torment that had been imposed upon us, and I do not forgive him for any of it. On the inside, I cast myself into the depths of our dungeons, our memory vaults. I don't know what you want to call it. It's a secure holding place for all those that are too dangerous to be in the body, mainly due to like self-injurious behaviors and stuff. Eventually, after decades of isolation, Noni, one of our gatekeepers for the dungeons, came into my cell with nothing but genuine kindness and understanding. An aspect that I craved more than anything else. I may not be dead in the literal sense, but I am no longer living nor human. I am that I am. A spirit whispering in the wind, and nothing more. It has been 18 years since I've been out. 18 years in isolated torture and self-loathing. I hope coming to the front turns out to be worth it. And then I wrote down some of the basics that I enjoy. My favorite color is honey brown or dark oceanic teal. My favorite flowers are sunflowers, hibiscus, and plumeria. My favorite animals are ferrets, sharks, and meerkats because I just like how cute they are. And sharks are misunderstood. They get a bad rap. They're living what they can. My favorite music, for me, when I was growing up, music was a luxury not to be had or deserved. My favorite element is water. My favorite season is winter and spring. My favorite games are Monopoly, Old Maiden, and Mario 64. My favorite foods are sourdough bread, icing, and soup, because soup is versatile. My favorite mythical beings are mermaids, vampires, and the Hydra. And that's it. I am Nikki, and I'm me. I'm a teenager-ish, like mid-teens to early 20s. I hope you enjoyed my rant, my introduction, if you will. Um, that's it. Deuces.